afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the All Factz, No Cap. No, I ain't gonna say that. Welcome back to the All Factz, No Cap. We the Hip Hop Podcast. I am your host, Sherm Stick. Please don't say the stick without the Sherm.
And I'm your host, We Head Ted.
And I feel marvelous today. I don't know why. Maybe it's the fact that I ain't got to work tomorrow. But anyway.
What you got going?
First of all, Happy Independence Day. Or is it Independence Day
There you go.
for a black man?
Hot topic of the day.
Hot topic of the day. Facts. America gained their independence July 4th, 1776. Alright. With that being said, being the fact that we were slaves during the time, we didn't get free. They didn't free slaves. America didn't free slaves until January 1863. Over 100 years after America gained their independence. So, during those 100 and something years where we weren't free, is it safe for us to celebrate Independence Day?
Cool.
Is it cool? Yeah. Is it cool for us to celebrate Independence Day? You know, like I said, different countries have different independences. You know, the definition of independence is the fact or the state of being independent, meaning you're on your own. You're free to do whatever you want to do. You know, so for those 100 and some years after America gains its independence,
They chose to keep us slaves.
they chose to keep us in slavery. You know, and they declared that slaves was free January 1863, in which still we weren't entirely free because certain states still had slavery that didn't even know the law was in effect. Like the last slave,
The states knew.
the states knew, the slaves didn't know. Let's say it that way. The slaves didn't know.
That's what it was.
You know what I'm saying? So they weren't really allowed to ask to be free. So the last slaves were freed June 19th, 1866. With that being said, as a black nation in America, our independence
Don't start.
don't start until June 19th of every year. That's when we're supposed to celebrate. But
How you feel? You know, that's how they gonna say. That's gonna say that's your opinion.
they're gonna say, you
That's your
know,
opinion.
but that's facts.
I mean,
That's
it's
facts.
based-
That's
it's
not
factual
opinion.
based. Yeah, it's factual
That's
based,
facts.
but, you know, everybody got their own mind. And
Everybody can have their own mind, but at the same time, facts is that
they always go.
facts prevail. So, as a black nation, our independence is June 19th. And if you look at the laws that they just put in, they really didn't even declare June 19th as a federal holiday.
Yeah.
They really didn't declare that. They really didn't take it into law that June 19th is a federal holiday. Reason being, if y'all follow up on the voting that the Senate doing and stuff like that, they said that they didn't declare it a national or federal holiday because of the name. The name, Juneteenth. They didn't declare it a national holiday because of the name, Juneteenth. They wanted us to change the name. They wanted us to change it to Black Independence Day, which, there you go. That's the name they wanted to choose for June 19th, Black Independence Day. So they didn't declare it a federal law because of the name, which is a bunch of bullshit. It's a bunch of bullshit. Just because of a name.
We gotta stimulate business ain't on no racist shit.
No, it's not.
Just
It's not
all
on no
about
racist.
trying to, create that unity. You know what I'm saying? Just amongst black people. I feel exactly what you're saying. But I just want to stimulate that because the audience is wider than, You know what I'm saying?
then you got to really broaden your mind to understand certain situations that they don't give us as a black nation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey man, June 19th, Black Independence. That's our day.
What
Now, yeah, most definitely. Now, moving on to a hard topic. You want to bring this in? Or you want me?
This is your, you leave.
No.
You come up with the topic guy.
I get all the pressure.
There ain't no pressure, it's a question, really.
Well, the next topic of the day.
You don't ask, you just asking opinion.
The next topic of the day.
But you lacing it up with.
I always get thrown up under the bus. Y'all see that, right? The next topic of the day is prison relationships. Now, when I say prison relationships, I don't mean you having a relationship with another man that's out of prison. No, I mean prison relationships like when you leave the street, the female that you're with, what type of relationship are you going to have with that female while you're incarcerated? Take off.
And it sounds crazy that you say that because it's almost like that's a part of your life, your ass going to jail. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how it just sounded, and then that's why I started laughing.
Yeah.
But you also got to know, according to the type of life you living, them the type of people you talking to. You know what I'm saying? Because if you live in a certain type of life, your ass bound to go to jail. That's just how that shit goes.
If you're in the streets and you live in that life,
if you don't, more power to you.
Yeah. If you're in the streets and you live in that life, you bound to either go to jail, go to prison, whatever. Now, the topic that we talking about is the relationship you're going to have with that female, or the relationship that female going to have with you while you in prison. You know, is it going to be rock solid, or is it going to be just, hey, life goes on? You know what I'm saying? When you...
Sounds like somebody trying to...
When you look at the fact that, like I said, you're living that life out there in the streets. If you're with a female before you leave the streets, it's about how she stands. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, in the beginning of the relationship, if she decides to get in a relationship with you and she know you out there in the street thugging and you getting your money from the streets and stuff, then she should know that it's gonna come upon a time where you're gonna go to jail or you're gonna go to prison if you really into the streets like that. You know what I'm saying? But if she's not in for the long haul, then you can't say that. You know what I'm saying? If she just with you because of what you got and what you doing, you can clearly see that. Ain't no man blind. Ain't no man blind. You know what I'm saying? If she with you just because of what you got and what you doing, then you know if you get knocked off, if you get locked up, she's not gonna ride.
You crazy. You crazy. I don't agree with that you just said, hey, you clearly see. You don't clearly be seeing shit. If you in love with this motherfucker who you fucking with, you done been with her 5 years, you been in the street cause people stayed that long.
Okay, that's
10 years. And you done been, hold on, don't cut me off. Now you had your chance, you ain't said it right. And you get in a relationship with this girl, and you've been in here with her, got 2 or 3 kids with her, and you rocking with her, but you in the street at the same time, and you wind up going to prison. Hell, it's at not one time that she enjoyed everything that was going on to the fullest, and not one time she encouraged you to get out them streets or stop doing it. Then I think part of her, you know, she got to fall up under the consequences when he go in. That's her punishment, to sit out here without him while he's in prison, and you should be holding him down. That's just how I feel. But now, on the flip side, hold on.
That's not what I said. I didn't say a relationship. If you in a relationship with a female,
that's not what you mean.
If you in a relationship with a female for 3, 4, 5 years, that's a relationship.
That's what I'm talking
committed.
about.
Y'all committed.
Yeah, but how many times that it don't matter.
If you with a female that you know you ain't been with her too long, and you know she's just there for the getting.
That's common sense.
That's what I'm saying. But most people stay blind to the fact that, well, most men,
relationships, they done been in that shit longer than 2-3 months.
Yeah,
they done been in that shit with them a couple
stay blind to the fact that I just got with this girl right before I came in, and she just got with me because of what I'm doing.
Yeah.
2-3 months. And you gonna still stay blind to the fact that's my girl when you get locked up. When she turn around and haul ass on you, she looking for the next nigga with the cash. You feel me? To do exactly what you did. But now on the flip side, if you're in a, let's talk about the reverse. You in a relationship with a girl, or a female met you while you was in prison. She started writing you while you know how that go. Pen pals and stuff like that there. And
oh yeah, I had a terrible one.
Like
I had a terrible one, but
you be the female, you in prison already. And you either look up on meeting a female, this your homeboy, homegirl, or somebody y'all start writing and everything, she start coming to see you. How do you think that relationship gonna end off when you get out?
I don't know, man. You don't really. I don't recommend that for nobody. I ain't no relationship.
But it happens.
Person, but I just
it happens.
And what I went through, so I try to be real particular. You know what I'm saying? I ain't just trying to jump in and shit.
Okay, let me put it this way.
See, I got a lot of time. You know what I'm saying? And I can just lay my head down and don't have to
worry about anything.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you what happens. All right. You got a female who met a man that's in prison via somebody else. They become pen pals. They start writing. She get on this visitation list. She start going to see him. You know what I'm saying? Now it gets to the point where she looking out for him. Right? All right. A lot of females, now, I'm going to say this. Don't nobody jump down my throat. But a lot of females seem to think if they meet a man in prison and they doing stuff for him, when he get out, he's automatically locked down because he should feel she was there for me when I was in prison. I met her when I was in prison, she was there for me. But really, they don't know the flip side. I'm telling the guy the truth. I'm being real. They don't know the flip side. When he get out, he gonna go 1,000 different ways. Especially if he did some time. He gonna wanna get out and not only you probably give him a place to stay, she probably give him a place to stay, but when he get out, he gonna wanna go here, there, because he done lost time.
Not everybody's the same,
man. You got...
I done saw motherfuckers come home. I ain't say I did it, but I just know people that came home and man, and was glad to be home and with them, with whoever they were with, bro, and that was that. Like, everybody ain't the same. You can't just say that.
Bro,
I'm talking about a certain type of people.
Listen, it's some 100% females out there. When I was younger,
like that, these little tough ass.
When I was 15 years old, the neighborhood I grew up in, I watched a lady raise her child by herself because her husband / baby daddy was in prison. He did 15. The dope, 15 mandatory.
No, and what? So
and she remained faithful the whole time. I mean, I don't live in the house.
So what you saying? It's supposed to be accepted? What is you getting at?
I didn't say
is you being defensive again?
No.
Toward that type of situation.
I watched
trying to find out what you get.
I watched this lady. Everybody.
And then when he got out, he went 100 different ways.
He stayed with her for like a couple months and he went south.
And so what's the point?
You know what I'm saying? The point is, what I'm saying is there are some females that is willing to. They rare. It's a female out there that's rarely willing to go through it with their man. Because they suffer the consequences just like he did. You know what I'm saying? But lo and behold, 8 out of 10 ain't gonna do that. They're gonna say, life goes on. That's the excuse they're gonna have. They're gonna be with, they probably be with them for you the whole first year. But then they start lagging off. But then they're gonna use the excuse, I had to live my life.
So here's my answer to that. What all this what you're talking about. My answer is to be careful about who you dealing with. That's it. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta overrule them little shallow feelings, yeah, the desires, whatever.
Lust feelings.
Them little lust feelings you see right here because you know deep down this motherfucker ain't worth for shit. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't even about to waste my time. You know, because you got some people who don't mind just staying in one spot. You know, it's somebody for everybody. You know, if you one of those ones that got drive and goals and shit in your life and you trying to accomplish shit, then you need somebody who's compatible for you with that. And not somebody who just want to sit on their ass because they're going to hold you back. You know what I mean? And that shit ain't going to work and you're going to be losing time. You know? So be careful. That's what I think. Just be careful about who you kicking it with.
Yeah.
And vice versa. Like if you want somebody who, you just got to know your situation. If you're in the motherfucking street and you know you subject to go to jail, 9 times out of 10, that's how the statistic goes. Your ass out of gas.
Listen.
That's just how that is. You know, whether you got kids or not, you know what I mean?
In my experience.
You might come up there all the time, but that don't mean ain't nobody tapping that ass, you know what I'm saying? And you gonna either know it or you gonna find out and then you gonna be mad and shit ain't gonna work. Exactly. So you just got to know, you know, if you don't want all that shit to go on, especially if she telling your ass to quit, get your job. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I can't tell you what the fuck to do. All I can tell you is this. I don't like that feeling. I went through that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
so,
in my experience, like I said, I've been to prison 3 times. All right.
Me too.
After the first time I went to prison.
I learned some shit.
Yeah. After the first time I went to prison.
By the time I got to the last time, I knew I ain't never wanted to go to prison with no shit.
The second time I went to prison, I had them already, before I even got to prison, when I was in jail, I already had them put it in my mind, they're not gonna ride. I ain't gonna say no names, but I put it in my mind, they wasn't gonna ride. Because it was shaky before I left. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta explain that. It just, you know, the more, get to the more of it. So like,
the third time I went,
no,
I ain't getting personal, but the third time I went, same thing. You know what I'm saying? But see, like you said, if you with a female and they know you out there in the streets, or they know you doing something stupid, that you bound to go to jail. They're sitting there enjoying the fruits of your labor. You know what I'm saying? So they knew ahead of time. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. They knew ahead of time it was going to be a time that you was going to get locked up. Now, like you said, they should be
a lot of times
responsible enough to say, hey, look, I'm going to ride with you because I was there for you enjoying everything. But a lot of times women don't think like that.
They ain't gonna think.
They ain't gonna think like that because they're gonna say on to the next one.
Yeah, and they'll say he knew better.
He knew better. Yeah, now it's he knew better.
At the time, you ain't thinking that he might be feeling like this is what he had to do to provide for you. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You ain't telling him that he ain't had to go hard. He can dumb it down and just be a working dude. You ain't not one time telling him he had to be this in order to be with you. You know what I'm saying? So also let him know that, okay, you need to do this to be with me, but if you go to jail, I ain't gonna be there. So then he can still make his decision. A lot of niggas still hunt you. You might not get all what you thought you could have got if you'd been tricked. You know, but then, you know, that's go to issue right there. Both people they don't want to figure that out. You need to figure all that shit out in the beginning. That's what I think. You know, you gotta be strong enough to say this is what you want to do. And you want to rock like that. You know what I mean? And you can't be looking at other people's lives and shit
trying to
want
get
it for yours. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's different. You know what I'm saying? You know, social media made it like that. You know what I'm saying? That shit, they're hopping all kind of relationships. Motherfuckers be looking at all that other people.
Thinking theirs could be the same thing. You know what I'm saying? When I was in prison, I done seen some people who had females that was really there for them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, if you married, that's 100%. That's mandatory. If you married.
It's supposed to be like that.
You know what I'm saying?
That's supposed to be nothing. That's like a status now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like something to do. You know what I mean?
If you married, that's 100%. But if, you know what I'm saying, it's different strokes for different folks. Like I said, I seen a lot of dudes. I seen some dudes in prison that females was 100. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they need, whatever they doing, they was there. Then I seen some dudes in prison that get on that doggone phone and go to cuss as soon as they, you know what I'm saying? Oh, bitch, you knew what I did. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff there. Bottom line is,
I saw all kinds of shit in that bitch,
man, you be surprised.
I'm talking.
It's-
Some shit that happened to me, some flaw shit that happened to me too, but not like that though. Like I done saw some shit go, woo, woo. I was like, what? Like man, shit, all kind of shit happened. That's why I say just evaluate your situation, man. It's like incurable that people do that shit nowadays. You know what I mean? But also like, you need to be trying to focus on unity because this whole thing is about.
This whole thing about.
What this whole thing is about.
Where you
Go read and good hip hop and bring peace, love, joy, and harmony to the world. That's real. I'm telling you that.
Anyway, moving on. Before I forget, next week we're gonna have a special guest. He goes by the name of I Am DJ Sims. He just dropped a new track. That he sent to me, and I'm not gonna play it. I'm not gonna play it until he here. I feel that's safe to do. I'm not gonna play it till he here. In fact, he just shared this video. DJ Sims, what it do, bro?
We're gonna have the video and the edited version on YouTube.
On YouTube.
So if you got it, we'll be able to chop it up in there.
Yo, when you get here, we'll be able to chop it up. It's featuring, it's Tron Millie featuring DJ, I Am DJ Sims. It's called Gemma Booty. And you know Florida. If you know Florida,
I saw that.
this that good, this that good club music, man. It's that good club music. Y'all look for it to be on the radio station or something like that, yo. I ain't gonna, like I said, I ain't gonna play it until he get here. But it's being released tomorrow. Big up to DJ Sherm. Do your thing, man. Do your thing, bro. Go ahead.
They say y'all we got everything else to talk about the club. I don't know the medication. It's for the lie. The club.
Oh.
I thought you ain't spoke. Cannabis club, bro. Supposed to. The spoke easy.
Reminding y'all once again.
Ain't no reminding you. Gotta give them a little bit of what we're talking about.
Okay, alright. Okay. Mine.
I'm live.
Y'all excuse my co-host, he high than a motherfucker. Listen, man, we got a club coming in. It's called Weed and Hip Hop Smoke Easy Club. You know, it's gonna be where you can get a membership. We're gonna be everywhere. Everywhere we go. No matter how many times we do it a month. You're gonna be allowed to come wherever we at, whatever secluded location we pick. You're gonna be able to come, you know what I'm saying, get in on conversations and smoke. You know what I'm saying? We can call it a cannabis club, but we're not. We're gonna go back to the old days and call it a smoke easy room. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna call it the smoke easy room.
Spoke
And
easy.
Smoke easy.
Spoke.
Smoke easy. Smoke easy, smoke easy, it's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. If that's what come down to.
It's called spoke easy.
Yeah. If you gotta realize, if you contributing to the club, you pay your dues every month for the club, of course when you come there, you're gonna be able to smoke. You know what I'm saying?
That's members.
That's members. You know what I'm saying? You know, Try to make it the way you can bring a guest. You know what I'm saying? You can bring a guest if they come and they decide they want to join the club. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna have it in different locations. But when we have it, rest believe, it's gonna be easy on everybody. Ain't nobody gonna have to look over their shoulder. You know, it's gonna be a relaxed environment. You know, go listen to some of that weed head Ted, that smoke music, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's bigger than that. It's all about generating. It's a non-profit organization. It's all about generating this whole movement, this little peace and unity movement, man. What this whole thing right here represents. It ain't just coming up hanging out. It's like trying to put back and give back to the community. That's what it's all about. It's building your social status. It's networking. It's going all around. It's not just a little. That's why you're gonna have to have a membership, you know, and the application gonna be filled out. We're not accepting just anybody, you know, as a member, because you're gonna have to meet certain requirements. So it's not a gang or none of that. It's an organization where we're trying to build peace and unity amongst the black community and the world as a whole. But we lacking in the black community, so we need to start right there. But like I said before, you gotta have your cannabis card anyway, so it's gonna be all legit. It's papered up. It's a non-profit organization, and it's called
Oh, smoke easy.
I'm high, motherfucker. I don't know what the fuck that shit was.
That's what we dealing with, man. Smoke easy. Smoke easy, whatever you want to call it.
Smoke easy,
Y'all be looking for the flyers, man. We passing out the flyers probably this week. You know what I'm saying? Passing out memberships probably this week. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to get in on it.
That's what I'm gonna. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna change it. It's not gonna be smoke easy, people. It's gonna change it. It's gonna be smoke easy. But we're gonna have speeches in there and all of that. We're gonna be educating ourselves on each other on this product, you know, cannabis and health, and you know, and the qualities of it, you know, what it can do for the world.
And it's not gonna be a selfish environment or a selfish club. It's not only about what we talking about, what we doing. If y'all got some pointers to add in on it, y'all can get in on that too, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not just about us.
But you're gonna be screened because everything legit over there, man. I'm not, you know.
Everything.
We got a table, you know, we got a president, we got a captain, we got a lieutenant, and a sergeant at arms. That's how clubs are ran. You know, so it's a rank. Then we got the members.
It's levels to this shit.
And we not giving back, we generating and giving back to the black community, making sure that it get there. You'll see us on the scene.
Exactly.
Getting and giving back, and we're gonna be starting out obviously with our own. So you know, whoever else want to join, you know what I mean, we'll go from there. But you will be screened, as I said. It's an application fee, you know what I mean, and it'll probably be a monthly due per member, or maybe quarterly or something like that. Quarterly or annually, however we get it structured up, but. That's how they are ran, you know. And we'll be accepting donations, you know, from other people or whoever, you know, that like the movement, you know, and want to give and help. Give back, you know.
She got a lot of higher power people.
Yeah. That's watching
that
us
smoke
already.
That watch us and they smoke. You know what I'm saying? But they don't want to be put out there in the limelight to where, you know what I'm saying, and this is a place where they can come.
So we would probably have like a GoFundMe to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know,
if you can put your name, put your business name on there, and we give you a shout out. You can come to the podcast or whatever. You can come out to the club. You can be a member. However you want to do it.
However you want to do it.
Or you want to remain anonymous because you like the movement and you want
to
donate to it. But we'll have a GoFundMe probably made up for that, for the Cannabis Club, to help build that and keep that going, get that up and going.
Exactly, it's called smoke easy. We were supposed to have a special guest today. If he make it, y'all will see.
Traveling, going to different states and having different.
That's when we say. That's when we say a movement. We trying to move this thing, man. We trying to move it all over, not just in Florida, not just in Pasco, Pinellas County, and Hillsborough County. Now we trying to move this thing all over, man. We trying to move from state to state. That's what we need to do. Move from state to state. Y'all know anybody interested? Hit us up in the inbox. Hit us up. You know what I'm saying? In the inbox, hit us up. Tag yourself in something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we finna be passing out. Part of this week, we finna be passing out the membership cards and
Not membership cards.
so we passing out the flyers and stuff.
On it. It'll give you some information flyers on it.
Please give me my fucking haircut. I'm sorry.
You got anything else to add, bro?
But no, I ain't got no more to say this time. We ain't got no song reviews and none of that. Cutting it short like this. I got some stuff to do about the rain. But appreciate y'all for coming out as usual. This
As
is
usual.
episode 11. Episode 11. We steady moving. We steady growing.
Steady
Appreciate
moving.
y'all.
Steady moving.
Following the brand and
Support.
what we got going on.
Support
Yep, support.
is big.
For sure.
Support is big. If
And the bigger we can get, it ain't just no eyes, it's all of us if it's a unit
you know what
now.
I'm saying, y'all might spread the word about us, and in return, we can come spread something about y'all. You know what I'm saying? So support is the key, man. Support is the key. Always. Final word. My final word today. Listen. It don't matter who you is. You can be black. You can be white. You can be gay. You can be standing up for women causes. At the end of the day, it's about who you are. On the opposite side, mind your own business. That's the hardest part about the business is to mind your own. You know what I'm saying? If we look at what we doing and don't pay attention to what nobody else doing, it wouldn't be no hate. You wouldn't see what everybody else doing and think it's wrong. Mind your own business. M-O-B. Mind your own. Be Sherm stick.
Oh, we here, Ted.
Baby mama, come get me. I'm done.
Hey, pick me off, brother.